The biggest problem for most insulin users is the risk of their blood glucose going too low for up to 2 days after they exercise. When you exercise, your body needs extra energy from blood sugar, also called glucose. When you do something quickly, like a sprint to catch the bus, your muscles and liver release glucose for fuel. Exercise usually lowers your levels. If you take insulin or diabetes meds, a boost in workout intensity or length can mean you'll have to adjust your snacks, medication, or both. Talk to your doctor about what's right for you. The big payoff comes when you do moderate exercise for a longer time, like a hike. Your muscles take up much more glucose when you do that. This helps lower your blood sugar levels. If you're doing intense exercise, your blood sugar levels may rise, temporarily, after you stop. An exercise that's too hard can raise your blood sugar by making it harder for your muscle cells to use insulin. A workout helps pump you up by causing small tears in muscle fibers. When they heal, your muscles are stronger. But if you aren't used to super tough workouts like high-intensity interval training, they can do so much damage that days go by before you feel like moving again. During that time, your muscle cells can't use insulin well, and that will boost your blood sugar. If you're so sore you can't make your next gym session, you probably need to dial it down. There's no rush, it's better to build intensity slowly as you get used to a new routine. You're more likely to stick with it if you don't feel like you've been through the ringer. Long-term diabetes can affect them. Over time, blood sugar starts to build up in them, a process called glycation. Good control over your disease can help delay it, but the longer you have diabetes, the more likely it will happen. Glycation can make your joints stiff and brittle. Pounding away with heat or making a lot of fast moves might be risky. One wrong move could lead to an injury. Routines that have you do the same moves over and over can cause problems. Stiff joints can also take a toll on your balance, setting you up for a fall. On the other hand, workouts like yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi are good choices. They'll help you build your strength, balance, and flexibility. Make a list of fun activities. You have lots of options, and you don't have to go to a gym. Think about something you've always wanted to try or something you enjoyed in the past. Sports, dancing, yoga, walking, and swimming are a few ideas. Anything that raises your heart rate counts. Adventure sports like rock climbing or scuba diving should be safe if you're in good health aside from diabetes. Make sure to get the right training. Don't do these activities alone, because you may need help if your blood sugar gets too low. Take some fast-acting carbs like a sports gel, glucose tablets, or even a tube of cake icing with you. Get your doctors okay. Let them know what you want to do. They can make sure you're ready for it. They'll also check to see if you need to change your meals, insulin, or diabetes medicines. Your doctor can also let you know if the time of day you exercise matters. Check your blood sugar. Ask your doctor if you should check it before exercise. If you plan to work out for more than an hour, check your blood sugar levels regularly during your workout, so you'll know if you need a snack. Check your blood sugar after every workout, so that you can adjust if needed. But if you ask when is the best time to exercise, it's tough to get a straight answer. The research is often conflicting. Ultimately, timing should depend on your goals. If your goal is to just get it done, then the time of day won't matter. But if you have a specific goal, the timing might make a difference. Before or after meals. To improve blood glucose after meals, exercise 30 minutes after the start of a meal. This is because peak after-meal glucose values typically occur within 90 minutes, and initiating exercise during this time frame will help prevent glucose from rising out of the target, thus protecting blood vessel walls from the damaging effects of excess glucose. This could be as simple as going for a walk right after your meal. For those leisurely meals that take a little longer, make sure to get out for your walk as soon as you finish eating. To decrease the risk of low blood glucose, insulin users should wait for at least 2 hours after a rapid insulin injection before exercise, as this is when the insulin action is no longer at its peak. The biggest problem most insulin users face is the risk of their blood glucose going too low during exercise and for up to 2 days afterward. Exercising within 2 hours after meals increases the risk of low blood glucose, even when insulin doses are decreased. Morning workouts. For people with type 2 diabetes, exercising first thing in the morning without eating is not ideal. Exercise at this time promotes an even greater release of glucose-raising hormones, which heightens insulin resistance. This leads to an increase in blood glucose and not the lowering of blood glucose that is expected during moderate physical activity. Eating something before morning exercise helps limit the rise in glucose. However, for people with type 1 diabetes, exercise done in the morning like 7 a.m. before eating has a lower risk of late-onset hypoglycemia, compared to late afternoon like 4 p.m. exercise, and it also improves blood glucose control on a subsequent day. When considering your metabolism, late morning workouts may have an edge. Morning exercise appears to increase the ability of muscle cells to metabolize sugar and fat, and this type of effect will have a benefit on weight and type 2 diabetes. Afternoon workouts. For people with type 1 diabetes, afternoon exercise at 4 p.m. after having had lunch at noon has a higher risk of late-onset hypoglycemia than morning exercise. For those with type 2 diabetes, high-intensity interval training done 3 hours after lunch reduces blood glucose levels. Evening workouts. For people with type 2 diabetes, resistance exercise done both before and after dinner reduces after-meal blood glucose. However, after-dinner resistance exercise also reduces triglyceride levels, which helps to decrease cardiovascular risks. If you are competitive and looking to improve your performance, evening exercise may feel easier because less oxygen is required, making workouts more effective. Do you dread the thought of setting an early alarm but are worried about how evening exercise will affect your sleep? Easy to moderate exercise before bedtime can actually promote deep sleep. High-intensity interval training can be performed in the early evening from 7 o'clock to 8 p.m. without subsequent sleep disruptions and may have a positive effect on appetite-related hormones. Morning exercise increases alertness and helps cognitive function. It also has the advantage that no matter what else happens during the day, you have completed your physical activity regimen. Evening exercise can help you decompress after a busy day and help manage stress, but if you are not wholly committed to an exercise routine, if you leave it to the evening, you run the risk of bailing. In general, the best time to exercise is 1 to 3 hours after eating, when your blood sugar level is likely to be higher. If you use insulin, it's important to test your blood sugar before exercising. If the level before exercise is below 100 milligrams, eating a piece of fruit or having a small snack will boost it and help you avoid hypoglycemia. Testing again 30 minutes later will show whether your blood sugar level is stable. It's also a good idea to check your blood sugar after any particularly grueling workout or activity. If you're taking insulin, your risk of developing hypoglycemia may be high as 6 to 12 hours after exercising. Experts also caution against exercising if your blood sugar is too high over 250 because exercise can sometimes raise blood sugar even higher. Because of the dangers associated with diabetes, always wear a medical alert bracelet indicating that you have diabetes and whether you take insulin. Also, keep hard candy or glucose tablets with you while exercising in case your blood sugar drops precipitously. Still not sure when to exercise? Don't worry. There is no bad time to exercise. Find the time that you enjoy and work with your diabetes team to develop strategies to keep your blood glucose on target. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.